Cool. So we should be going live. Let's see. Okay, it says I'm live, but why am I not seeing the stream? Cool. Alrighty, so make sure the music's going. Oh, cool. Make sure if you have the media's going. So yeah, why is media not going? Oh, yeah, there we go. So I performed. Alright, I did it. So what we're gonna be doing today, we're working on the GitLab instances. This is the back end domain for it, so here we go. Force refresh it. Oh my god, why does it keep doing this? Sheesh. We'll do this. Watch this. So if I do a screenshot tool. I'm not exactly sure why it's doing this. That's all you gotta do. Take a screenshot. Go here. Cancel. I need a prompt to put in Gemini CLI. That will fix this. For the loves. Cancel. Nah, I'm not gonna spoof my location. And yeah, it talks bad to me. I know. It's because I'm not very nice to it, to be honest with you. But I'm okay with that, you know? I'll go ahead and do that. Go next. Give it that. Actually, cancel that. Only for the EU mirror. Yeah, so we'll just have Gemini go in and fix it. So if you're curious. Oh, yeah. I should not be on a VPN right now. So the reason I went to that address instead of just to getlab.exceptionalist.org is this is actually done by a geolocation. So it's going to look at generally where you're at in the world and connect you to whatever it is. Like this is the US mirror. And then as you can see here, this is the European mirror. The reason I have two is so that people can connect to whichever is fastest for them because it's closer, which I'm very, very proud that I got that working. The back end, they sync. So I believe it's like every 30 minutes it does a sync. I'm not going to do it every minute, every 5 minutes. I was going to do that initially, but I don't know if I want to do that. Something about that just feels wrong. Then what's funny is these messages randomly generate. It's fun. I have fun doing it at least. Going to generate the admin API token. So what this is, and this, I know this is like super insecure. I get it. But like, I actually make it where this one can SSH into the EU one, and that one can SSH into this one. Makes it where I can do a lot of work all at once instead of having to do it in two separate windows. It's a lot less irritating. I cannot do this part, like showing you guys the key because, well, it's an admin API key, which would be dangerous to put on a stream. But I'm gonna let this do its thing in the background, and hopefully it doesn't kill this process because of it. But we'll see. We'll see how much the structure. Yeah, that's fine. But yeah, I mean, I'm very proud of this. I'm very happy about this. These are in VPSs now. We don't run them. Excuse me. Here on site anymore. We don't do our repositories on site anymore. I mean, look how fast these are. Pretty crazy. I probably don't have any more updates, but I'll show you. I mean, they're freaking fast, baby. You should be able to get the ones from the EU, I believe, too, if you're based in Europe. I could, I suppose, switch to the European. I'd have to change my geolocation over to Europe, so I don't want to do that. It'll kill the stream. But if anybody's over in Europe, please do so. We need to do this without using an admin API key. I'm streaming. Alright. Yeah, I don't want you guys seeing the key. It'll probably show me. So we're going to close that out. Let me cancel this out, and we'll go ahead and open up the stream page just to be sure things are still going. Cool. Looking good. So if you see here, it's going to continue. So I'm going to do in the EU node right now. Create a regional as a root group. Cool. And then you enforce internal visibility. This is going to make it where it's like protected whenever you're running stuff. Provision a new instance runner and start the container without ever showing the token. That's totally fine. Yeah, here's just my OBS instance, and then there's this. So something cool is I can actually get into my instances just fine by just doing their direct and then our port, right? You know, see here in a second, it's going to prompt me for my password. I'm not going to tell you my password, but like, yeah, that's our provider. And then like, if you see in here, right, we have a bunch of stuff cool here. Again, I can't show you most of it, but that's totally fine. I think what we're going to do for right now is we're going to go into here. I'm going to go ahead and finish working on this. So what I'm doing is I'm actually backporting this to GTK3. I love that. I could turn on my server, I suppose that's next to me, but I don't really want to. I want to build something called Ion, which if you're familiar with CyanogenMod, which is basically the predecessor to LineageOS. If you're not aware, that's an Android-based thing. I enjoy it. It's just for funsies. Not because I'm actually going to test it on real hardware. I'll probably use the emulator and let people port it themselves, but yeah. So let's go ahead. I'm not going to use Gemini. I'm going to use my Copilot subscription for this. Yeah, this is going to take a lot of tokens to do this. Gotta put in our password to my key ring. We'll do that. As you can see, so hey, let's go ahead and port this back to GTK3. As we are using a Cinnamon desktop environment, and Advaita is garbage for the days. I freaking hate Advaita. So, where was it? It was last year, maybe the year before. We were working on the Cinnamon desktop, and we kept trying to figure out why Advaita wouldn't work, right? We didn't know that much about the change over to GTK4 and Advaita for GNOME, because we were working on the Calamares installer for the GNOME version. And I just kept getting mad because I couldn't figure out how to get it ported over properly. But then I learned about Advaita and how that translation layer on Arch is absolute garbage. I hate it. So then I started making an Advaita version of the installer at the time. But then the GNOME edition got retired later because the GNOME Foundation decided let's only do Wayland. And to tell you the truth, I kind of don't want to maintain an entire version of GNOME on X Libra. It just sounds like a pain. But I could for funsies, I guess, just to see if it works. Why not? So what we'll do, I know I do things weirdly and kind of like impulsively. We'll do that. Just curious. Alright, I know this is a massive undertaking, so let's go step by step, and we are going to work GNOME over to X Libra. We are not going to bother with standard X11 now. Alright. Yeah, this is just doing its thing. Oh, I'm on the wrong model. I already used all of my premium tokens for the month. There we go. There we go. So as you can see here, the root group is ready. Security locked. Good, good. Let me go look at the EU mirror now. So EU iso.accretionless.org. It will send me over to the GitLab. The layout's still messed up. Seriously? I need you to fix the... I'm gonna go and grab the link direct so that I can know the path. Fix the... We'll do that. Let's go ahead and go back to this. Alright. We are going to work off Mutter. I'm gonna go generate a full name and start with them. So Cinnamon worked off Mutter into Muffin. Let's come up with our own full name for the X11 or not X11, X Libra variant of the Mutter compiler. You must start with him. You'll see that because there's just some sites. We'll use metal. I like that. I like that. Fork cuff. Going to fork off Mutter and make a X Libra equivalent named metal. And make sure to give it that information, you know, because frankly, I knew I was going to have to do that because Mutter, they're taking out the X11 code out of the GNOME shell. And I was like, okay, I mean, if I want to play with it, I can tell you right now, though, this is not going to be, how do I put this? Officially supported for people, but it could be for fun, right? I could just maintain the ecosystem using AI. I'm not doing that by hand. There's no way I could. Not as one person. Not even remotely close. What's cool, though, we're gonna open up another one. We're gonna go ahead and open up another instance, and you'll see why. I actually have some API tokens in DeepSeek, and what are they called? What's it called? Open Router. I need you to please make a front end for the Open Router API. You are going to use, I can't think of what it's called. I always have a hard time placing the word due to my mental illness. It's not a wrapper, it's a, can't think of it. I believe it's actually called a Llama TUI. If I remember right though. Yes, we'll start the design. It's totally fine. Again, wrong model. I don't know why they default to that. Try again. I'm gonna go ahead and go here. Alright, cool. Now I'm gonna go ahead and check this again. I know I do 100 things at the same time. I understand that. Same problem. What to do its thing? Alright. Let that do its thing. Just doing that, cool. Same problem. Here we go. Gonna reset the interface, that's totally fine. Cool thing is with stuff like that, you don't actually have to restart the instance. You don't. You know, this is just the EU stuff. It's going again. And there's my OBS, cool. Alright, we're gonna do that. Oh yeah, this is the one porting backwards the Gazem front XMPP client. I talked to some people via XMPP, and if you open up the Gazem client on Cinnamon, you're gonna see how ugly it is. And I'll show you once it launches, if it launches, that is. Let me see, Gazem. I mean, like, look at it. This right here is disgusting. Looks at it like Advaita because it is. It's freaking old. That's why they did it, right? It's Advaita GTK4. And I can't stand it. I freaking hate it. Let me grab my phone and check. Got a message. Oh my god, Dad. Alright, you guys are gonna be able to see my Get Discord Max messages for a second. If you haven't, come join our Discord. You can go to discord.accretionals.org and it'll redirect you there. Oh, I should probably tell people I'm streaming, huh? Let's share. How do I share it? Oh my god. How am I such a noob to this? There it is. Copy. What? I'm streaming. Yeah. you. Let me check my mail. Oh, it's probably important, knowing me. So, government bureaucracy. See if this is even important or not. I need to switch back, so it's probably nothing important here, to be honest. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. I switched back. We're good. I'm not too worried about this. I had to manually go in though, because they automatically switched me over. Probably trying to save money, but my current interns was a lot better. I like it better. Let's see. So yeah, we had the option though. I did. Don't care about that. Look at this. I know. I already know this. I got 2 of these. Why did you send me a second one? Oh, I know what this is. I do have to keep this one. I can throw that away though. That is important. Basically until I get my new insurance card. Got a new card. Cool. Yeah, they had to give me a new one because of the name change. That's right. Cool. That's been taken care of. I just gotta grab my wallet and my foot. If I change my name to Natalie legally, they have to send out a new one. I'll probably end up getting a new quest card to him on the betcha. I'm sorry I'm doing this on stream. It's just this important. I gotta take care of this right now. Or I'm gonna forget later. Should actually check that later. See me request a new one because I changed my name. That's the fun for that one too. Anyways. Yeah, no. I'm streaming now. I'm excited. Here we go. Cool. So yeah, as you can see here, it's porting backwards. And you can see there's the limit Vita BS that I fucking hate. I know, I have too many feelings in regard to that. I get it. Let's see. Done. Alright, let's begin work. I want to use Rust just for simplicity. The C language is better, but let's keep it simple. Stupid, right? EU mirror is now back to its standard layout. Excuse me. And go back to it. I'm not gonna mess with it any more than that, to tell you the truth. Cool. It's now default. To just default the EU mirror to dark mode though. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. So at least the layout's correct now. As you can see here though, this is going to be based over in the EU. There's good reasons for that though. Again, I'm just repeating myself. I'm beating a dead horse. I'm sorry. And then we'll go back to the GitLab locally, as you can see here. Cool. Make sure things are here properly. You can go look at dads right here for those who want to. You can see he's been very, very busy today in terms of projects. Oh, personal projects. As you can see here, there's a bunch of different ones. So good. Now what I'm going to go ahead and do is terminal. I believe I've already registered my SSH keys on this machine with my GitHub, so, and I believe GH has already been registered. I need you to please pull down all of my repositories on my GitHub and then push them up to the GitLab at gitlab.accretionos.org. The port is 2499 for SSH. My SSH keys are already authenticated. I will roll them afterwards, so don't even try to like. I'm gonna go and grab them. Copy. Close that. This is the EU ones, but I can do both. I'll just do them both while I'm already in here. Go here. Preferences. SSH. So SSH keys. Add new. Sweet. We'll go. Access. Oh, I just did that. What am I doing, Nat? You're being a dumbass. There we go. Duh. Derpy derp. Preferences. Already there. Already beat him. Yeah, he did that. Good, good, good. Oh, it means now, I can actually minimize you. And now we just let it do its thing. Oh. Jesus Christ, I'm gonna change that over. I want to make this the default. Here. Let me see what commands they have. See if I can change this. Alrighty. There's gotta be a way. Seriously? Is there actually not a way? Are you kidding me? No way. Alright. Alright. We're gonna go ahead and turn on fleet mode here. Actually, no. No. This, I'm gonna leave alone now. I'm gonna do Firefox. Go back into it. Make sure the thing's okay, and then we're all good. Cool. Close that out. Kill this. Good. List out. Go into. No. Copilot. Cool. We'll go ahead and go here. Check this. It's done. It says guide. Cool, I can test it now. I'm gonna do this by hand. I would rather not waste tokens on that, since I know how to do it. It'd just be dumb. Okay, package sums. I'm gonna go and build. Alright, so we just uninstall the build. The dependencies, I mean, sorry. I'm gonna do its thing. Probably out of the AUR, I'm willing to betcha. Oh, it's not! Sweet! I'm gonna go ahead and build. Yeah. Excuse me. This is a fast little machine. I'm serious. Like, this actually only has 2 cores and 4 threads on this little machine, but like, you wouldn't know. Wasn't crazy, right? Because if I go here, you can see, yeah, that's full, but that's totally fine. And as you can see, let me see if I can get it right here. It's fucking fast. It only has 4 little threads. Oh, okay. It failed. So we'll go ahead and just grab this. We'll go back here. Paste it in, let it do its thing. What was I doing? I gotta remember, what was I doing in this window? Oh, I need you to please pull all of my repositories on my GitHub using SSH keys, and then push them. Wait, I already did this, didn't I? Pretty sure I did. Yeah. Silly Billy, you can use my credentials. Ah, crap. I gotta do this part off screen. I gotta give us some credentials that I don't want to give you guys. Let me do this. We're gonna turn off my display capture while I do this part. This is my username. My password. Let's not show this in text when you are scrolling. I am on stream. Why am I having so much fun doing this? Exit. Give us a second to read. I'm gonna let it scroll off before I turn my screen back on. Kill that. Alright, make directory, that's totally fine for the open router TUI. Let me see. But no, use SSH only. That's totally fine. You're a dork, Copilot. You're a pain in the ass. You know that. Sometimes I hate the security policies they try to put in place. I'm like, nah, I don't give a shit. You know, like, stop. I know, I'm weird and I'm crazy and I'm aware, but I don't care. Sorry, I'm almost done with that one thing. I will turn my screen back on in a second. Cool. Around the test, good. It's almost done pushing them up, I think. It's not a migration. Let's do it. Actually, I don't need this window anymore because I already am doing it in another window. Cool. Make sure it's not. Yeah, it's not actually showing anything. Good. Cool. I think we're good to turn it back on. Yes, it is. Good. Okay. Again, I'm so sorry. I couldn't let you see my passwords. Let's see. Here we go. Configure repo local identity. Yeah, let's do it. But set it globally. Silly Billy. Let's do it. Cool. Yep. Let that do it, because that's just our testing ground, right? You can make an environment where it works silly. I don't know why I didn't just auto assume to make a virtual environment. Provide the name and email, that's fine. Cool. I might have it in it. Yeah, I'll go and do that actually. What I want to do is I want it to go ahead and a Copilot type MD file. I can't remember the full name they use. because I know quad is quad.md, Gemini is gemini.md. They use a different one. It's Copilot instruction.md. Someone wanted to feel special, huh? I need you. Model. I need you. No, we're gonna do this. Init. I need you to please. Sure. To. Nah, I don't want to give it my credentials on stream. Let's do that another time. We'll do that after the stream, I think. To run. Yeah, that's fine. I know how to run it, dumbass. Cool. Is it gonna be in my home directory more than likely? List. Nope, that's not it. It's going to be get SSH. Okay. Where is it? Good question. Gotta find it. Alright, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do find, and then we'll look for this file name. Reddit made migrate. Nope, that's not what I was looking for. I was trying to copy you. Come on. Find. Okay, find. Find. Migrate. There we go. Actually, no, we'll do it this way. Fine, that's gonna take too long. We'll do it this way. I know that's kind of a silly way to do it, but if it can't find it, it's not gonna find it, you know? If it's in here, I'm gonna be a little upset. Because it shouldn't be in this. What do you fucking mean? I should have access to this. Oh, helps if you actually put in the username, dumbass. On my... Why do I not have access to my own fucking directory? This is bullshit. And we'll do that. So... Fine. I just don't feel like dealing with it. We'll let that do it. Nah, you aren't getting credit, silly. Just put it in the contributors section. You know, I don't have a problem with it getting credit. I just don't want it to be like, oh, it's my idea. I was one who fed it what I did. You know, it doesn't have a brain, like an actual brain. It has a Copilot thingy, blah, whatever you want to call it. Alright. I need you to please go ahead and make it into... actually, no. I need you to please push this up to the GitLab.accretionOS.org with the other credentials on this machine. And then go ahead and make it also go up to my personal GitHub. So I have a NetOE 64. You can use my SSH keys. Friend. There we go. Not actually my friend, but just being respectful and kind. There we go. Cool. Fuck you. Kill this. Kill this. I'm probably gonna... I'm glad I don't get monetized on YouTube. No way I ever would. Let's just update the contributors. Cool. What the hell? Seriously? Why is it not authenticated? I'm getting really sick of this crap sometimes. Log in. You can kiss my ass. Alright, github.com, log in, device, FBG3. For those of you wanting to be a dickhead, and these make you authenticate every time, so don't even bother to try. Want to do this thing, just gonna figure that out. I already did it. What are you talking about? I don't want to do it again. You can eat my butt. You know? Like, oh my god. Okay, fine. Fuck you too. Now you can fucking use it. There you go. Kill this. There we go. Created that. What's the GitLab repository path? I want you to make that silly. Alright. Go ahead and push it all up. You have to give it specific instructions. We're trying to do it like a dumbass. It'll just try to push it to a main or master branch. So you have to be like, go ahead and push it all up to as if you are a senior developer. Please launch subagents that are your Scrum Master as well as co-contributors for this process. Make sure you are filing issues, adding the project boards, and making and deleting branches accordingly. Thank you so much. There we go. Cool. So as you can see here, yeah, we'll go ahead and push them both up. Wait. Accretion. Oh, fuck. It is Accretion OS code. Cool. So it's gonna go ahead and do that. Nice. I run the script locally. No, you did. Cool. Excuse me. Yes, please. Oh my god, it didn't. It didn't. It named it fucking something silly. No way. No way. Did you act? It did. Oh my god, you butt. You butt. I think that's funny. I don't know. Maybe I'm just crazy. I don't know. You know, and then like every 30 minutes it's gonna sing, so it's great. Let's see. So much fun. Revoke any exposed. I know. Sheesh. Where's the fucking script? Although, no. You are not going to make me do the auth via a token. I am, on a live stream. No. Yes. Okay, you can do that. Do that. Fine, I'll make the fucking... Fine. We'll do this by hand, I suppose. We'll go to GitLab, creationalist.org. I'm already logged in. And we'll go ahead and hit plus. We're gonna do a new project. Create a blank. We're gonna name this Open Router, this TUI. Excuse me. Put it under my name. I'm gonna put this, I'll put this as public. I'm not gonna put any of my keys or anything in it, so I'll do this. So copy. All right. The repo. I need you to please make sure to prompt for the API key on the first launch, but make sure that it is stored after that first entry. Make sure it is stored encrypted. You don't want this stored in plain text, you know. It's just stupid. Don't do that. Do that. You'll notice I'm not just giving it that key. That's not a good idea either. You don't want to do that, believe me, because then it's on the internet and you'll have to go regenerate it. I don't want to do that. Initialize get and commit. That's totally fine. I'll do your thing. Pressing a preference for how the app should store the API key. I don't care how you do it. I would rather you generate a small database so you can store more later. I don't want this having a single password. This should be using a hash each time it is used. Because seriously, putting in something static makes it where somebody can figure out what you're doing and what you have. You really shouldn't do that. We tried pushing using SSH remote or asking for the credentials, not recommended. Okay, I'll go ahead and give it my credentials, but I'm gonna turn off the screen again. You guys can't see it. Do this. I need you to please store these credentials encrypted, and then read from that encrypted file each time that you are needing the credentials. Word of the encryption is for the time being. Alright, I'm gonna let it go and scroll before I give it back to you guys. Put turn the screen back on. I don't want you guys seeing the passwords. I have to be very selective. Go once. That's fine. We'll do that. The OS keyring. That's cool. SSH keys. Yeah, do that. Yeah, we're gonna use Rust. That's what I wanted. Yeah, you good. It's doing its thing. How much farther until making sure there's no credentials on the screen before I turn it back on. That's totally fine. Turn it back on. Do that. Cool. So as you can see here, right, it's gonna go ahead and author out the open router stuff up to GitHub. It should be on my GitHub or GitLab by now. I would assume so. Then you go here. I would assume it's also here. I'll close them out right afterwards, but personal projects. Here we are. It was updated 4 minutes ago. You're wondering what this is. Oh, no, it's not updated. It hasn't pushed yet. So then you'll go here. Repositories. It has not pushed yet either here. When did I put this? Push this, I wonder. Work on that slower when. So if we go into projects, we'll go ahead and clone that. I don't know how I keep doing that, but cool. We'll go into Ion. Cool. I'm gonna use Gemini for this. It does a better job of website design. We'll do this under the strongest domain name, I think. So show you guys how to do the link Cloudflare while we're at it. I don't know. Yeah, no, the strongest one will be fine because it just has IPs, which are all known on the internet. Plus, we don't use that old one anymore, so we're good. Because if you go to my website, shit. Didn't the computer just lock up? I think it did. Gotta wait for it to catch up. Yeah, right out of RAM. There we go. What's you up? Alright. Hit log. Well, again, I gotta be careful on teetering about on the maximum amount of RAM I have. I think. Do that. There we go. Now it runs by here. Sprungles. This is my domain name. If you go to my domain, you'll actually see my personal portfolio here. Cool. As you can see here, there's really not that many people that look on my website. But what was I doing? Anyways, yeah. We're gonna do. We're gonna go in here. I'm gonna go ahead and add a record. I'm gonna call it Ion. It's actually really easy. All you gotta do is put in your subdomain, and then you'll put in. We're not gonna do an IP address. We're actually gonna do this. If you go to the CNAME, you can actually put it in here. So, like, you guys can see it. So this address is totally fine. Spiva Natalie 64.github.io, because that's actually where it's pointed. So let's go ahead and put that in. Hit T. Oh, actually, no. I'm gonna do this in on itself. It's gonna be a little bit easier doing it that way. So we will do an IP. You can do 192.0.2. This one, .1, and it'll fold in on itself. It's kind of cool. So what we'll do, go ahead and open up this. Sign in with Google. Totally fine. Hit yes. I'm gonna do this again. Unless it, yep, it did auto do it. Good. Go ahead and do this. Should work. Good. And then all I gotta do is wait for this to go ahead and do its thing. It's gonna restart in a second. This thing. Alright, it's gonna do this thing, and now all we gotta do is work on this website. Alright, this website is for a project named Ion. Ion is the successor to CyanogenMod, the legitimate successor. Not this bullshit known as Lineage OS. Lineage OS is a poor operating system that is basically AOSP with a custom USB driver, a couple of small changes, and a ton of porting for devices. Let's go ahead and yeah. I need you to please make I need you to please make website as the successor to CyanogenMod and explain how we are re-implementing all of the features. Cool. There we go. Now all you got to do here is do yes. Good. And we'll do this. All right. Integration. Good meth key. The good ADAD or AEAD. It's fine. Yes, please. Plan mode. That's totally fine. Do what you need to do. We'll go here. I'm gonna read it. The authentication. Yeah, I already did that. Apply fixes. Yeah, let's do it. Hold on, it's going. Cool, it's doing this thing now. And then what we'll do, yeah, since I did that, right, it was Ion. We're just gonna have to make it where Ion gets pointed properly, meaning that repository. It's gonna be really interesting. I'll show you. Because it's actually gonna be a different page, you'll see here in a minute. And I'll have to do something to the main website to redirect it. You'll see. Nostalgia meets monitor and that word. So what I'll actually have to do first is we'll have to go. I think I had too much going on at the same time, but we'll go ahead and go here. All right, we list out. Then we're going to clone another address. I'm going to leave my main page. Because you can actually make a redirect within an HTML page. Kind of cool. I'll show you how to do it in Cloudflare too. And it freezed again. I have too much. I was right. I have too much going on. I need to slow down what I'm doing. Nobody catch up. You can probably still hear me, but you'll see the screen is frozen. And that's okay. Cool. While we're waiting for it to catch up, we can check the email. I wonder if the creation has any email system. Settings, add account, Google. Oh, done now? Okay, fuck you too. Go here. Go to accounts, where you at? Here you are. Manage accounts. Account. We'll have to do this on the system level. It seems. Add account. Google. Do that. Cool. God damn it. It's that Edge thing, isn't it? So I found like this really cool little app, but like it screws over the permissions and it makes me sad. It's an open source app developer and I was so impressed with it until I realized that was a problem. It's been driving me crazy. And see, yeah, it works again. Execution OS, developers at gmail.com.